Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, God. The AI, it's broken.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Third time is the charm. Welcome to another exciting episode, a fantastic episode, the third try episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast.
Namaste.
And also featuring me. Hi.
Hi.
What's up, man?
Dude, hi. Hello. Okay, positivity. Positive vibes in the atmosphere today.
Positivity.
We got to keep this running.
Vibes. I'm looking at my OBS. Are you looking at your OBS?
I'm looking at my OBS, yeah.
We're looking at OBS.
Dude, OBSs are working, dude. Everything is fine. It won't matter.
Any melatonin?
Nope.
Things are good.
We're doing fine.
Things are good.
Roll for that initiative.
We love it here.
We love it here. Did his shirts ever get sent out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Did they make it in time for DEF CON? No. No. They came like 4 hours after his. I know. We were watching it. It was like game time decision. I was like, fuck, dude, fuck. It's gonna be close. He got the backpack.
Okay. You should just mailed him yours, so at least he had it.
No. He got a shirt.
Oh.
But he got a bunch of shirts that he was gonna take to DEF CON to hand out and stuff.
Right. That's okay. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Did you see the note that I put on the inside of the backpack?
I haven't seen the backpack.
Bruh, do you not check Twitter?
No.
Well.
I tried to check Twitter. I am
sorry, X.
Oh yeah. He's gonna give it to you.
Where is it? So I made him.
Okay.
This is why we can't have nice things. And it says, we love it here, we hate it here. And then on the inside of the pocket, because it lets you put something in there, I put, to our favorite e-boy, even when you hate it here, you make everyone around you love it here. Your goddamn blessings. Let these motherfuckers know they're lucky to be in your beautiful presence. Shine bright like a diamond and twinkle, twinkle, because you a star. With all the motherfucking love in the world, your boys at Yap. And then he fucking, he's all, man, I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little bit. I've been drinking. I landed. I was loading stuff into the backpack. I opened, and there was this little surprise note for my homies. I love y'all.
That is nice. Oh man. Okay. I don't think we recap. I think we just.
Hey, how's your week?
Oh
man?
Let's talk about the '90s music.
Sam Smith. That's crazy, huh?
Fuck. It's all right.
For those of you who have we addressed it?
No, we haven't.
We've tried. This is our third try.
Yeah.
At this first one, I think we were like at the 40-minute mark.
We hit 40 minutes and then the recording just died.
And that one was going good, dude.
It was a great fucking episode. I don't know what we talked about.
I know.
I have no fucking clue.
A lot about video games. That's good.
We talked a lot about video games.
Yeah. And then last night, just melatonin won. Just I died.
Yeah.
I didn't make it to our scheduled dick appointment.
That's okay. I sat down because I texted you. I was like, I'm a couple minutes late. I'll be right there. Boom. Got home. Sat down, opened it up, waited a little bit. It was like 9:30. I think that's when I texted you. I was like, we still doing this? And I didn't get a response. I was like, oh, you're probably asleep. And I figured as much. I mean, I get it. How's the weather? Has it been fucking hot as shit?
It's been weird. It was like 106, 109, 106. And then it just got humid as fuck. We had a bunch of lightning strikes that started like 19 fires all in like the North State area.
Yep.
And then it's been like high 90s, but just like you feel
humid.
Like you're in fucking
Florida,
Tennessee.
Yeah, dude.
It's just like wet when you move, and you're always just fucking like you're not sweating, but you're moist.
Yeah, all the time.
It's gross. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, it was like 105 today, and I parked my car, like it was out in Davis, and I parked my car in the sun. I got to figure out what's going on. Like I grabbed the door handle on the passenger side and like pulled back, and like my car was literally melting. Like there's no tints on the windows. It's a black car, black leather, parked in the sun, and like I just was like, ow, and I just like pulled back, and it was just like, and I was like, oh my god, like it's just literally melting.
Yeah, you gotta get that tint.
Well,
tint nowadays, it's got like that.
I know. So I talked to Sean. Bruh. Sean gave me a number for a dude. The dude was like, "I'll do your whole car for $300." I was like, "Fucking sick." It was like $350 or something like that. I was like, "Perfect." And just everything fell apart. Like he was like, "I'm going on vacation. I can have my homeboy do it." And I was like, "No. Just like let me know when you're back." And then after that, I got busy. And then the week after that, I had COVID. And so it's just been this like chain of effects of like not being able to get it done. And I'm just like, now I'm like, fuck, I got to find, and like he needs it for like 3 days, like 2 days, something like that. So I'm like, I can't be without the car. So I got to have to schedule a weekend where I can drop it off that I don't need the car. You know what I mean? It's just like this compounding thing of just being like, fuck. So, yeah. But that is on my list. I need to have that done before we get like midsummer. You know what I mean? Because I can't do it, dude. Getting in the car, it's like you
midsummer. I just said to just move past midsummer. We're almost in September, my dude. Nightingale's supposed to drop in time now. We're in Q3.
Summer doesn't really start until fucking end of October, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like opening the car door, you know how like if you look down, you can see like the shadows on the ground of like the actual like hot air steam vapor like existing. Fuck, dude, it was like a thick cloud, and like go to step in my car and like the hot air of in breath. I was like, I sat down in my car and then was instantly like trying not to vomit from the heat. It was so gross. I gotta do something. There's not enough like shade parking areas to like really get into, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about it today. Today wasn't even like that hot, but like when it's humid, it feels like it's a lot hotter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see like people fucking like sitting like in the shade of like a tree. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I walked under some trees today and it was considerably cooler.
What was it, Tuesday? Was it Monday or Tuesday that we had a little bit of that rain? It was so weird, dude. Like I was walking and like it started sprinkling in Davis. It was sprinkling so light, but like so thick because like the heat. I thought someone spit on me. I looked up and was like, what the fuck? And it was like, oh. But me and my boss were standing under a tree having a conversation. And because, you know, the tree, all the moisture and the humidity, it was like, it was a sauna under the tree. Like you couldn't go outside of the tree because it was just direct sunlight and way too fucking hot. But then sitting under the tree was like, you could just feel it. Like all of a sudden I was just like dripping sweat. And he's like, you okay? I'm like, it's fucking hot, man. Like, why are we doing this indoors? I don't know. We're just talking.
It's like when you go to like I wouldn't say like a shitty car wash, but like a car wash, you know, and it like it runs through and they wash your car and they have like those misters in like their area to keep it cool, but the hose is like running all the way through the sun, so it's just like hot.
Yeah,
water. Like,
yeah. Oh man, I'm not fucking prepared. I say it every year. I've said it I don't know how many times this year. I was hoping we were gonna have like a cooler summer. Because the past couple months have been like relatively decent. And I've been like, man, if we can just keep this running through turn for me at least.
I'd say all things considered, this was a relatively cool summer. It's just getting hot at like the worst time.
Yeah, the time when I need to be outdoors the most.
I know.
Right? I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
don't blame us. Don't blame the seasons for when you got to start doing your shit.
Or the worst part is like the past couple weeks has been like,
tell your tenants, listen, we're doing turns early next year. Yeah. Figure it out.
I don't give a shit if you're in classes or not. Move the fuck out.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Oh man. I don't know. I do not know. Did you watch that Muppets video at all?
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did. God, it's fucking
it's weird.
It's almost like High on Life, how you could just sit there and just listen to the NPCs talk. Yeah. This is some weird shit.
That's what I just you take one fist and you swallow your hand. And then when you get rid of your swallow, that's two fists. I was like, what?
That's how you count.
I was like, what is happening right now?
it's a little demented.
Yeah.
Like if at first you're like, okay, Muppets, it's like weirdly unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the parts. It's fucking funny though.
I was laughing quite a bit.
The Big Bird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That one point when I came out the door, so like it was weird. So like when you go through doors, it was like repositioning characters or whatever. So that's why like when I was inside the shop, I heard him over to the one side. I was like, okay, cool. And I left, and he was right in front of me, and I was like, like panicked.
Dipped right back in.
Exactly. Yeah, weird game, and it only gets weirder from there. I just did like the one section because I mean, I probably played that game for like 4.5 hours one day, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna cut this down and throw it up there, and you know, whatever, some intermediate.
You're like, all right, I'm gonna make 3 episodes out of this, and I'm never gonna touch this shit.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird. So, and the reason why I stopped, like on the second part, I played 4 hours, but there's I no joke, like. And this may like contribute to us being older. Maybe we're not good gamers anymore. Maybe we have peaked. I am stuck on a fucking puzzle in that game. I can't figure it out. I'm too proud to look up a guide, but I'm not proud enough to just like keep beating my head against the wall. So I just quit. So the last like hour and a half of
it was bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna review bomb it.
Oh my god, my boss is calling me. You can call me in a minute. Call him back in an hour. Fucker. I'm not mad at him. He's just an idiot. Did I tell you about the thing with the AC at the house? I don't know if I mentioned this to you. So we own a house and we manage it. We're like the property managers, owners, you know, do all the stuff. So last week on Monday, the AC went down. Okay, no problem. So I go out there on Tuesday. I'm checking everything. He's like, oh, I had to get a capacitor. I think it's the compressor. I'm like, I don't think so, man. I just replaced the capacitor in there. So he's like, I'm going to buy a new one. Just swap it out anyway. Okay, fine. Nothing's working. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be the air mover. The air mover is in the fucking attic. All right, let me get up there. So it's a 2-story house too. So it's even hotter, right? Oh, yeah. And it's like, it's a cramped space. So it's all insulation. Fucking tile ass.
Make sure it stays hot.
The ceramic like tile roofing, and then it's like, oh fuck. So I'm up there trying to work this air mover, and I'm like full mechanic for like probably like an hour and a half, and I'm drenched in sweat. I finally locate it down to it being the blower motor. The blower motor finally gave out. Like fuck, I don't have the tools, the time, or the fucking material to get this. And so, okay, it's time to call somebody. So this is Tuesday. I call on Tuesday. I call Huffed Heating and Air to come out. I'm like, I need this to get taken care of. They're like, no problem. The earliest availability we have is like Monday of next week. I'm like, look, I got an elderly person in the house. They're bedridden. I can't leave the house like this. Is there anything we can do? Yeah, let me see what I can do. Hey, the earliest we can be out is Thursday. Fucking A. Thank you very much. We'll see you Thursday. So Wednesday comes. And okay, they're going to be here tomorrow. Yes, I got a schedule. They'll be here at fucking about 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, cool. Thursday morning shows up. Hey, cancel them. Why? Well, fine. My boss is like, fine, I'll cancel them. Why? Oh, because the lady who lives there called another person to come out to fix it. They're going to come the same day. Okay, fine, whatever. It's on you. Huff's already there. This guy comes out to the house and goes, I can't fix this. Leaves. So my boss finds somebody else. Somebody gets recommended, a fucking, you know, AC contractor. And he's like, okay, let me come out to the house. I'll take a look at it. Goes up in the attic. He's like, hey, it looks like it's a blower motor. My boss is like, okay, well, that's what Trev said. So let's just go and we'll have that taken care of. This guy goes and buys a motor. Charges my boss $700 for the motor. The motor's about $300. I know this. I can look it up. I have all of our stuff. I know for a fact that motor is $300. So, okay. Questionable, first off. It's not even the right motor. Can't even use it for that machine. Not only that, but the motor that's in there has like motor mounts. So like it's got like these legs that come off it that can only... It has to be that fucking pattern. Well, you can buy like belly bands with legs on it to adjust, but they come universal sizing. So they don't fit if you like were to use the motor we had with those motor mounts to try and stick it. It just doesn't fit. Nothing lines up. So this guy's bright idea was he was going to drill into the machine to fucking like mount the shit on. So we're like, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're doing. He got all pissed off, took his shit, bailed. That was Monday. So now these people have been without AC for a week. So what do? I call Huffed again on Monday. Please come out. They're like, they just pulled up my account. They're like, we get this a lot. We'll be out there tomorrow. Sick. Guy comes out tomorrow or on Tuesday and he's like, yeah, I can get it fixed. I got to order the part though. The earliest I can do it is Wednesday, yesterday. Okay, cool. Guy shows up 2 hours, gets it taken care of. Total cost of everything, labor and the part was like $1,800 or whatever. I'm like, and he's just like, and so now my boss is in a point where, because he fucked up, everything that comes out of his mouth, well, you need to do this. You need to do this. Don't fucking give me goddamn attitude because you're a moron. I'm not playing that game. I told him
I had this fixed a week ago.
That's what I told him. I told him today. He was giving me some shit about, oh, for the first time in your life, I need you to do something. I said, you can kiss my ass. I said, you can kiss my ass, G. In fact, not only am I not going to do that, I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I'm going to leave right now. Fucking piece of shit. So now, of course, he's calling me because not my problem. Not my problem. I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'm off. Technically. So.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I also am just like brain melted because of heat. So people are pissing me off.
Yeah. Hey, let's do it. Let's do an exercise.
Okay.
Hands in the middle.
Okay.
I want you to breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. Now breathe in through your nose again. Breathe out through your mouth. Fuck Call of Duty, dude. I'm telling you. I'm not fucking playing Modern Warfare 3. I don't give a fuck. I've talked 3 people out of it in the last, 3 days. Like, dude, you see Call of Duty? New one coming out. What are you going to do? I was like, not fucking get it.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're not going to either. Like,
Yeah.
no, come on, man. I was like, we just had this conversation. You're not doing it. And he's like, yeah, new zombies they're going to bring zombies back. And I was like, it's going to be on Battle Pass. We'll be able to get all of the zombies that we want when it comes on Battle Pass. Stay strong. Don't give them don't.
The new Call of Duty has zombies though?
Yeah, their version of zombies, new zombies. You want new zombies? No. I'll fucking end this podcast right now.
Okay. We are strong. We are staying strong. We're
strong.
We're not going to
get games we can play until all of the other zombies come out on Battle Pass for free.
Okay.
They will get no more money.
If it's on Game Pass, if the new Modern Warfare is on Game Pass, do we play it? No. Full commit.
No.
Full commit. Do not fuck me on this. Someone will buy it for you. You cannot fucking install
I'll return it.
You cannot.
Or I won't even install it.
Because you know you're going to fuck me, Brad. You know I have an addiction. You can't play that.
We're not
doing it. What if it's
what do we have coming up?
What's the best? What if it's
Starfield?
What if it's the best Call of Duty?
Now we could. Ooh, right now we can. Right now we can download Starfield. Right fucking now.
Can we?
Yep. Today's the day. Today's the fucking day.
Holy shit.
Starfield comes out. Yeah.
Armored Core 6 next week.
What's good, boy? Next week.
Are we
next fucking week? Let's go.
Oh,
and we're not even Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3, bruh.
I mean, I think I got time.
And that's just the first playthrough. That's
Yeah.
first playthrough. This isn't even like, hey, let's get weird and have the fucking the big old dick mods, right? Right?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Oh,
let's talk Tarkov. We got a lot. We don't need Modern Warfare 3.
We don't need
look at me.
We don't need Modern
Look at me.
We don't need Modern Warfare, but we need Tarkov.
Yeah. You got something that makes us hate ourselves.
You sent me that fucking clip today. Oh my god, I almost raged just watching that.
Can you imagine? You don't even get past the loading screen. You get into some cheaters just all just aimbots you from across the map because you just loaded in.
No, dude. Fuck no. He's like, oh, I got two tapped in the head. Yeah. 0.000 seconds. Oh my god, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that one clip comes do I?
That's why I text you. I was like, we gotta get our lean ready.
I know. You're in the loading screen.
Just leading.
Come on.
We're friends.
Oh
my god.
Speaking of the wiggle.
Okay.
That guy Goat Moth is like becoming like the, I don't know, like Katie Couric, Barbara Walters, whatever you want. Like he is like becoming the aficionado of breaking stories on like shit in video games.
This is the only thing he's ever going to be known for. He's not a good Tarkov player.
He's getting, he's all right.
He's okay.
Did you see his most recent like expose against this big scammer guy, and like everybody's like making these like super realistic like battle simulators and stuff like that, and he is part of like a company that has, it's like a battle simulator, but like their selling point is it's like Microsoft Flight Simulator with a full battle simulator and stuff like that.
Okay.
But then like people that have like seen the trailers and the releases, it's all in this like early access.
Sure.
And he's getting all these people to like sign up, and they're gonna like release it, and like it's never gonna come to fruition. And everybody that's watching like the official renderings and the official gameplay, they're like, everything's on tracks. Like there's no organic movement or anything like that. This is all just like somebody made like a computer animation.
That's
like he's been taking clips from everywhere.
Anyways,
he made this video on the guy, and the guy immediately sues him. And he's like, you can't fucking say that. You can't do this, blah, blah, blah. And he's already won his lawsuit. Looks like the guy's pulling out and like shutting down like this big fucking scam he's got going.
So there's a couple people that I follow. Like Kira TV is one of them. There's a couple other people, but they basically, that part of their journalism channel or whatever they do is they look at Kickstarters, people that open up into Kickstarters, take all this money, and they follow the trend, like the games that come out. Big Fry does a lot of them too, where they follow the chain of events and saying, okay, is this going to be a scam or is it not a scam? And so like Chronicles of Laria is one of them. The Day After Tomorrow, whatever the fuck it was called. Not The Day After Tomorrow. That's a movie.
Say Keanu Reeves again?
Was that Keanu Reeves? That wasn't Keanu Reeves. Day After Tomorrow?
No, that was the day the Earth stood still.
Yeah. Day After Tomorrow was Dennis Quaid.
They're all the same.
Yeah. All old dudes. Anyway, but yeah, so there's like all these games that come out from Kickstarter that are just fucking big old scams. One of the ones that me and Sean are looking forward towards is it's an MMO. It's
Redfall MMO.
Yuck. Apparently Redfall's great now.
Damage is done.
Yeah, damage is done. Fuck. I don't remember what it was called. Ashes of Creation. And me and Sean have been waiting for this for years. We've been following it for years. And all of a sudden it just like kind of stopped. And now it's like kind of coming up, but there's not enough. It's basically our fucking whatever this game is called. Nightingale.
Don't say that.
Everything looks good.
You don't say that.
It's never coming out. If we get Dune before we get Nightingale, there's problems.
Yeah.
It'll never show up. It's not real. It's all scam. The only difference is they haven't taken any money for the game, I guess. What's it say?
It just says fall 2023. Listen, we want them to do it the right way.
We do.
We've gone over the updates that they've given. I haven't seen any recent ones yet, but it's coming. It's just around the corner, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, and in the meantime, while we wait for that, we could just play Modern Warfare. But zombies!
Baldur's Gate 3. I got zombies in there.
Okay, look,
they're just called undead. Come on.
I definitely have a zombie party member now. Or a summon.
Spoilers. Calm your fucking shit down.
Everybody should have seen it. It was in Act 1.
We're talking about Withers.
Negative. Okay, let me backtrack. Have you met the hag?
Yeah.
So you did the whole hag quest line?
I murdered her.
Did you get her? Did you finish it then?
I murdered her. What else did I miss something?
I mean,
murdered
it's
her.
possible. I don't know.
I was trying to kill her so that the pregnant woman would be indebted to me and I could bang her finally.
Yeah.
But she didn't bang me.
Right. She left. So
she's with child or something.
Right. So how did that end for you? Did you see her
She
again?
said that she needed to. No.
Okay, so did you leave after you killed?
I need to?
This is how I found it. So I got something from the hag called.
She said she needed to. She did it for her husband, and she needed to like properly bury him. And I saw his like he was in the coffin outside. Oh, so there's probably more that I have to do then, huh?
Well, it was right there. I didn't go anywhere else. So right there, I talked to her. So first off, I didn't get to do anything with the hag. She didn't take my eye because I already lost it from Volo. So the hag was like, sorry, I can't do anything. If you find somebody else whose eye I can take, maybe we can do something. So I could have swapped to a different party member, but instead I saw that I could turn the fireplace off, and then I rolled a check to see that the wall behind the fireplace was fake. So I walked through. When I walked through, and I'd already got like I was able to see in the area, so I saw all the animals that were supposed to be there were actually those little fucking gremlin things or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I already knew that they were there. So when I walked through the wall behind the fireplace, she instantly turned into the hag and was like, that's not how we do this. And then she took off behind the wall, and then those guys came to attack me. I was like, okay, cool. So then I followed her down behind the wall. I got stuck down there. We were talking in the group chat about this, and I was talking to Aaron, and then Aaron let me know how I could get through the door, because when you go up, there's that fucking door or whatever. I couldn't go through it. Couldn't figure it out.
Just walk through it.
I tried for a long time. So the masks that were on the table, you can also, I guess you can use those masks that were on the table to like do a bunch of stuff. I sold them. I didn't realize what they were. So I just thought they were just extra shit. So I just sold them from.
Oh, no. Those masks, they turn you crazy. Mm-hmm. The witch controls you. I just started attacking my own party members. I had to kill myself, bring myself back.
And I found that out after I got through the door, because there's those enemies that are in there, and I took their mask and I put it on, and it shit drove me crazy. I was like, okay, fine. But I finally figured out how to get through the door, and Aaron kind of like hit me on that, because I was thinking, well, because I didn't have the eye, maybe I wasn't able to walk through or whatever. But it turned out to be something completely different. Anyway, I go all the way down, but because I didn't do much of the storyline, I just pissed her off. She turned to the hag. I killed her. I got something called like the betrothed wand or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, once I went out through the mushroom thing, she was standing next to the coffin. I talked to her, and she's like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to carry his fucking corpse back again. And I was like, oh, well, I have this wand that I think might work. And she's like, well, fucking let's do it. And then so you use the wand, and it just turns him into a zombie, and he climbs out of the coffin. She's like, this is not what I fucking wanted. And so my option was like, well, do you want him or not? And she's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, fine, then I'll keep him. So I get to keep the wand, and then I can use him as like a summon or a companion to help me fight in combat. Cool. All
right.
Don't know how to use him. He's just standing next to the coffin. I don't know what else to do. Huh. He won't join your party. He won't come back to the...
There's obviously something that I missed then. Because I was like, fuck you. Like, you don't get my eye. And she's like, whatever, I'll be here waiting till you do. So I fucked off, saw that they weren't sheep, got in a fight with them, came back, and I was like, man, fuck this bitch. So I talked to her, and she's like, like runs away.
Uh-huh.
I ran in there. I got smoked by those people that are right past like the door.
Uh-huh.
And then my next save was before all that. And I was like, motherfucker. So I had to go all the way back. And then this time I was like, you know what? I'm going to swoop in for this prego girl, and I'm going to bang her. Like I'm gonna romance my way through this. I'm all charisma, baby. So I run in there, and I just immediately drop like a blade trap on top of the ghoul, and then like she's like, "Why'd you do that?" Runs away. I thought like maybe I could kill her, because when she's a human, she's got like 6 health. I was like, I drop an instant 9 on you. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then she turns, she goes away. All those red cap guys come in. Mm-hmm. I fought them, and then I just went in there and just murdered her.
So yeah, I don't know where I got the thing. I don't know if I got it from her after I killed her, or if it was in her room after that.
Yeah.
But it was there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. I did a lot of backtracking recently. Because I went and moved on to the next area. I went through the mountain pass. I met like the other Githyanki that are there, and like tried to get a bunch of stuff. That's where like
yeah. Is there a Githyanki encampment in Act 1?
No, it's in Act. Well, it's through the mountain pass. I don't know where Act 1 and Act 2 end. I don't know this.
Mountain passes it, right?
That's what I thought, because it gives you that thing that says you're about to continue on. Are you sure you want to fucking do this?
Yeah.
But then going to Moonrise Temple or the Moonrise area, whatever, it said the same thing for me. When I went to go through that pass, it was like, do you want to continue this? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then I went back thinking like, oh man, maybe all my fucking stuff that was there before, all the missions and shit are all gone. I just think it progresses the story. So like if you have people that are there waiting for something, when you progress over it, they may leave or go someplace else. And I think that's what ends up happening. But I was able to go back and still fuck around and do whatever. So, okay, cool. I'm just going to progress and see where I can. So I got all the way to the Moon Temple or Moonrise Towers or whatever the fuck it's called. I met one of the dopest fucking characters I've seen yet. Like he's like the leader of like the Absolute or whatever. Like try not to spoil overall, but like Minthara or whatever, she's there and she's like,
God damn it, you're on the cool side.
I'm on the cool side.
You get to kill and fuck, and I'm gonna have to fight this guy.
So
God damn it.
he's like sitting on the fucking chair or whatever, and like he's like, all right, he's like, you fucked it, you did a bad job, like they got away or whatever, someone got away. He's like, so kill her and then kill the goblins as well. And the goblins are like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, no, man, like we're on your side. Like, what happened? He's like, I don't give a shit, kill them all. And so they take Minthara like away to a jail cell, and the goblins are like,
you gotta save her.
Well, I did. So
yeah, that's your cock gobbler, dude.
With the sickest fucking scene ever, one of the goblin picks up like a battle axe and is like, fuck you, and like hurls the battle axe. It just hits the dude in the chest, and he just stands up from his chair. He pulls it out of his chest. He walks up to the goblin, drops it at his feet, and is like, try again. The like goblin picks it up and like whacks him in the neck, and he's like, I said, try again. And then just fucking smashes the shit out of the goblin. I was like, oh, this dude is fucking sick. I was like, I don't want to piss him off. Exactly. Everybody in
We're not worthy.
I was like, oh my God, so sick. So anyway, so I go and I save her. And then she's like, you got to get me the fuck out of here. So I was able to like manipulate my way through. Like people like, what are you doing? I'm like, you know, she looks kind of retarded now because like you mind melted her. It's like, all right, she can join me. Like, wouldn't it be better if she served somebody more powerful? And they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And like you go out and like you take her to a boat or something, and the boat leads you to like an encampment with a bunch of other people. And they're like, what are you doing here? And it's like, whoa, calm. We're all chill. So now I can use her in my party. She is back at my camp. She is now a companion. I can use her. So I have to assume when you can play with Halsin is around that same time period. Because there's like 4 other companions or 3 other companions that you don't really get to fuck with until you get to what they consider Act 2. But there's nothing in the game that says you're at Act 2. I think you just have to know.
I've got Karlach, Will, Lazalia, whatever.
Lae'zel.
Withers, Gale, Shadowheart, Volo, Halsin, Vampire Dude.
Yeah.
I think I've got like 10 people at my camp.
Bro, my camp is thin. After the goblin encampment,
you got like 2.
Yeah. Will left. He left the encampment. He's like, he just fucked off because we sided with the wrong people. Karlach, when I finally found Karlach, she's like, sorry, I know what you did at the fucking encampment. We're not friends. You can't ever get her in her party. So I just killed her and took her head. Well, I met a bunch of other people. I met like some paladins, and they were like, there's a demon roaming around here killing a bunch of us. If you kill her, we'll give you a dope ass sword. Oh, okay, let's go. So she can't join my party, so fuck it. Halsin is.
Dude, have you seen the memes?
No.
All the Karlach memes?
No, but have you ever seen that fucking video that the lady is squeezing a watermelon between her legs? That's
her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's her. Yeah. That's her. She is like a fucking. She talks like a nasty stripper from Tampa. Like, hey, fuck. Like she talks bad, she walks bad. Everything's just about like how she just wants to cool off so she can fuck something.
Mm-hmm.
Karlach is mommy, dude. I'm fucking pushing everybody out, and I'm swearing my allegiance. I'm gonna fuck some other people first, and she's about it. When like literally she's like, that was that was good, but like I don't know how often we're gonna do that. You should keep your options open and fuck everybody else at camp. Like all the memes that you see of her, I'm like, come on, come on. But apparently you have to go to a guy that's in the grove that makes it so that she's able to touch somebody without like burning them to death.
Oh.
And all my grove people are gone. so I don't know if I find them later or if it's just toast. No pun intended.
Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea. So right now, my sex list is pretty high. I've banged Minthara, Lae'zel, Gale.
Whoa! No, you got banged by Minthara.
I got banged by Minthara.
Yeah, she turned you the fuck out.
So I had my sex scene with Gale, and like he's like meet me at nighttime or whatever. You're like up in the stars and like he's like
stars and swirling. Yeah,
I'm like whoa, like so there's a whole thing. So. After I got back
took you to a motherfucking weekend concert, boy.
So I was fucking Ibiza, bro. I got back to camp and Lae'zel's like, so we're just fucking around. And like one of my options was like, I thought it was just sex. She's like, yeah, you're right. It's just sex. But something else is going on. I don't know what it is. I'm like, oh, you're falling in love. And she's like, no, I'm not. And it's like, all right, bitch, calm down. It's all right. So then later, like at another encampment night, I'm like sleeping and like she like wakes me up and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And she's like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't just see you here. Like there's two options. You either say you fucking want to do this or you don't want to do this, but I'm losing my mind. And you're like, all right, let's do this. I love you. She's like, I don't want your love. You're going to fight me in combat. And like what? She's like, this is how it is. If you want to prove yourself to me, you have to fight me in combat. And so I'm like, all right, bitch, let's go. But she's been in my party and she's like kind of the heavy hitter. So like I've given her everything. She whooped my ass. She's like, if you defeat me, I will be yours truly or whatever. She kicked my ass. I was like, man, chances are shot. And like right as you go down, like for 1% health or whatever, she like stops the whole thing and like grabs you. And she's like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. She's like, I just want to protect you. And like, it's like, oh my, oh shit. So now I got to go talk to Gale and be like, bro, I got to cut it off. Lae'zel's
give him the fucking decade. Even when people want to kill you, they're just sucking. God. People want to kill you and they're blowing you. I'm doing everything in the world for them. And
hey, yo, people like a bad boy, man.
Fuck off. Oh, man.
Oh, bro.
Oh, it's so funny, but so annoying. Still haven't been laid. I thought the pregnant woman was going to be real vulnerable after everything she'd been through.
You gotta find a wedding.
Yeah.
It was like Aaron,
wedding crashers. Yeah. Oh, why'd you fly on that, Roy? Oh, you're so goddamn stupid. Just at a funeral.
Aaron posted that thing. It was like speed running categories right now there's a category for the fastest person to get laid. I honestly feel like it's gonna be Minthara as the speedrunning category because you could just go straight to the grove and then straight to her, side with her, and go back to the grove. So as long as you can do that quickly enough and survive combat, shit, I don't see why not.
Well, they had like a speedrunner did it in like 10 minutes, like beat the whole game in 10 minutes or something like that.
What?
Whole entire game beaten in 10 minutes by a speedrunner. And when like he was like doing like an interview, like somebody like asked for a comment for like an article, and he's all, "Oh, my next focus is to see how quick I can get laid." like, oh, I already did the speed run. Nobody's gonna beat that for a while, so I'm gonna set a new one for getting laid the fastest.
That's fucking amazing. I will tell you this game is becoming our Elden Ring. That's all we're talking about. But we're also, I feel like all I ever talk about with this game is the sex. You know why? Because
what else is there?
Because Baldur's Gate
currently it's the hardest thing to do.
Baldur's Gate 3, I think, has taken 5th edition way too fucking seriously. It is not fun to play melee in that game. It's like playing fucking XCOM. 99% fucking hit, crit misses. Like, come on, man. Just let me and like, it is so constant. And I'm beefed out, dude. I've re-rolled. I've beefed out. I put all the stats in the right places. I've got gear that are running. I've re-rolled all my characters' things. If there wasn't a magic person in my group, and I took I took Lae'zel out so I could put Minthara in because she's level 6. She's a level higher than my entire party right now. If I didn't have Gale in my group, Gale and Shadowheart for like the cleric and the mage, I don't think I would ever complete a combat. I don't think I would ever get a kill done.
I don't understand how, because I don't know what I'm doing. I have nothing rolled. My like heavy hitter Karlak is supposed to be like the fucking like the tanky fucking kills everybody. I fucked up and I picked the wrong thing, so she has to like critical roll for any of her melees to hit. Nothing hits ever.
Really?
Her attacks are like will do like 27 damage if they hit, but they never hit. So I have to shoot them with a crossbow that she carries for like 2 damage. She's worthless. I just found out that you can reroll apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the range.
But I kill everybody.
The ranged ability in that game is so much better. Like I literally, there was a whole section where there's like these kobolds or whatever, or not kobolds, something else. When you get through on the mountain pass or whatever, there's a section where you're going to meet the Githyanki. And like you can sneak through an area that like there's a bunch of like little fucking lizard people that are just like drunk and passed out. Like you hop up in this area and this guy comes there, is like, I'm not drunk, you're drunk, and then just like passes out of the floor. You're like, and you can like sneak around the whole thing. I didn't take combat there just for the fact that there was so fucking many. Obviously it was a sneaking section. You could tell that it was a sneaking section, but I literally didn't take combat because I know I couldn't have defeated all of that. If there's more than 6 enemies in combat, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Why did you
bring Lae'zel down?
Well,
I swapped her out in part. Okay, well, I did find out the hard way. I tried to like bullshit my way past him, and he's like, kill them. And then I just got smashed. I mean, one of the Githyanki like one tapped me, one tapped my next player, one tapped my next player, like just 3 off the board immediately. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sending one to try to run away, and then I just get like magic fucking blasted.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
I swapped out, brought Lae'zel down. Lae'zel played it cool.
Yeah. Lae'zel definitely helped me get through that area with a few people. Like she's a heavy hitter, but she also like she still misses because she's melee. And it's like Minthara is already level 6 and doing better overall damage. So it's like, okay, well, I don't mind swapping it till we play catch up and then bringing her back in. I'd like to get Gale out of the party, but it's like he's just he's just too good. I wish my character, I might re-roll my character as a mage and then bring everybody else.
Gale, he's a weak bitch.
I don't know, dude. Once you hit level 5 and he's got fucking lightning bolt and like
what I use most is literally just like the grease explosion. And then I have fucking Shadowheart just detonate that. Yeah. And then I just have him keep fucking grease explosion. Because everything else is like, for some reason, I don't know. Once again, I don't know if I didn't like re-roll my stats right or something like that or build him correctly. But it's like, it'll say like 80% hit chance and just nothing. Miss.
I started that. I started the grease and then have Shadowheart fire. And then all I do is I just, when it gets back to Gale, I just use sleep and put everything back to sleep and then just fall asleep in the fire and then take damage. And then, woo! It's the only way I can get through combat, man. Like I said, but if I didn't have those 2 in my party, the combat would just never, I would never get anywhere in this game. It drives me insane. I'm ready.
Game of the year.
It is
easy.
I'm ready for a multiplayer game though. I
also, before we move on to multiplayer, I said this is a joke because I saw it and I thought it was a joke, and it still is kind of like a little satirical. There's this thing that I like, this meme that was like Activision, so and so and so and so are filing a lawsuit against Larian Studios, and it's all for setting the bar too high, for over exceeding players' expectations. That's funny. Like somebody actually did good.
Yeah.
But then like I watched a whole video about how like companies are like sending their like CFOs and COs like forward to make statements that say like, this is not how games are made, and this is not what anything nobody should expect this ever again. This is a one-off. And people are like, what about Elden Ring? And they're like, okay, well that's another one. Like this isn't, like, games aren't supposed to be made this way. And now there's a big wave of like articles coming about like studios are pushing back on this because they've been getting away with like releasing early access and delivering fucking nothing and shitting on people. And is it any surprise that the 2 games that are going to be like game of the year, like Elden Ring and then this, are all story driven, well put together, fucking pretty polished coming out, and there's no battle pass or microtransactions fucking fueling the game.
Well, and that's the thing, and like we can tin hat the fuck out of that, but legitimately, I think you've hit the nail on the head with that. Is that legit games that are not games as a service are complete. They have to make them complete. If there's nothing else to extend the life of that game, they have to make it as a fucking complete game. And it feels good when we get that. We're talking about like Witcher 3 is a perfect example of that. Even the DLC that was in Witcher 3 came out over a period of time, but they were story-driven DLCs. There wasn't fucking skins and shit you could buy on a store to just like make these like micro, adjustments to your funding, those microtransactions. But like legit, like when you see good games like this, it's like, that's why I'm hoping like something like Starfield might be a good contender for that, because I think what's going to hold Starfield back is Fallout 76, right? I think Bethesda's really hurting coming off of that wave. I think Todd Howard saying specifically like, this might be the last game I make, or Elden Ring, or what do you say? Not Elden Ring. Elder Scrolls 6 might be the last game he makes, because Elder Scrolls 6 is like fucking years out. But I think that game, as big as Bethesda games are, could potentially be, depending on how they do Starfield, might be the next real actual contender, because I don't think a lot of people can get into Baldur's Gate, even though there's been a lot of people playing it, whatever. It's tough. It's difficult. It uses critical thinking.
It's very different.
I don't think a lot of people have that capacity. Think of how many like just grong fucking Call of Duty shooters are going to go to Baldur's Gate and be like, what the fuck? I got to romance.
There's one thing that sets them out though.
What's that?
You get to fuck a bunch of stuff. Forget how horny gamers are, bro.
So you get to try to fuck a bunch of stuff.
I felt like that was a shot at me.
I'm just saying, not everybody can. Not everybody can.
Not everybody can, but you get to try.
I said that the other day. It was like someone, like Sean posted something about like, oh man, I don't know what I did. Like now all of a sudden Gail's like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what did I do? It was like, oh, now this is the homeboys coming to have a beer and talk. Like, I don't know what I did, bro. I don't know what she's mad at me. Like,
we just talked it out, man.
It's like, this is the most realistic relationships ever.
Another point I'd like to put out, my character is a smoke show. Okay. I wanted my character to be hot, and I wanted to have a lot of charisma. I'm trying to fuck that bear.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I got nothing. I got a perfect set of tits, great fucking abs. I went specifically with a female so I can give all the holes to Bear Daddy.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
And you show up with a fucking dragon dick just swinging around camp. Am I not? I'm vanilla, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you bring that exotic flavor?
What's your race? What race did you go with?
Human.
See, that's what it is, man.
They had the most charisma right off the bat, though.
Yeah, but that's okay. So you went hot charisma, but you're shallow person. Like everybody's seen a human naked.
No, but I'm a bard, so I put on like a show too. I got personality.
Man, maybe that is what it is. Maybe you just went double down on the worst possible. Like,
I should be a dwarf that's disfigured. Let Volo take both of my eyes and just wander around like this.
Oh, God, wow, is that a dick?
Oh, who's back there? It's been an eye-opening podcast.
Oh, man.
Eye-opening, get it? Multiplayer games, though. I do kind of need a multiplayer.
I need something.
We've been doing a lot of
single.
It's gonna piss you off, but I kind of need something that's like Modern Warfare.
No, you're not wrong. You're absolutely right.
Like I want like a fun like arena shooter or something.
Arena shooter, you know, it'd be dope is if it was like arena shooter, just team-based arena shooter, super small. It doesn't need to be a lot of people, maybe like 5 people per team or whatever it is. Like something cool like that. I'd be down if like even like the characters had some type of abilities or some shit like that, and you know you could
talk about Valorant,
talk about Overwatch.
Jeez.
I don't want to play Overwatch. I've been watching it. It's so fucking.
I don't want to touch it. That's the worst reviewed game of all time.
So okay, is that not amazing? I love it. Now I did watch a thing.
I think the only thing behind it right now is what, Diablo 4. Blizzard's just getting
dude. Blizzard,
that's what you fucking get.
So I watch a few things on Blizzard stuff right now. So how bad everything is. Diablo 4 is just a complete mess. Everybody's really upset with it. Like someone was saying is like it, you know, for a game that is the highest selling game of 2023 and of Blizzard Activision's entire fucking career, to have
to turn around
so many people
week.
But the problem is you produce a game that's so piss poor quality over it's not like it was piss poor quality at the beginning. Yeah, it had some issues, but it's so piss poor now that massive influx in players is just non-existent. You know what I mean? They're gone. So it's like you've shot yourself in the foot by this. You know, you've got Overwatch. You re-release.
I hope that one nut was good. You know, because
exactly
coming back.
You release Overwatch on Steam, and it is the overwhelmingly negative. I think the last time I looked, it had like 99,000 like reviews, and it was like 3% of them were positive. Woo! And then, but someone did a deep dive into that and found that there was a large portion of those negative reviews that were people from the Chinese market. And a lot of it is because Activision Blizzard ended their contract with NetEase, and now, you know, no longer are Blizzard games allowed to be played in China. So there's like a weird thing of like, is it like really a negatively rated game, or is it now for the reasons of it being negatively rated? Yes.
So,
okay.
So no more Chinese hackers?
No, you just have American hackers ruining the game.
Yeah.
And then I was reading a thing on WoW. I guess the localization, the text localization, or the vocal, or the you know, whatever, spoken localization for the game. I guess the Latin community is super fucking pissed off right now because, you know, Blizzard trying to be all inclusive and we're the good guys or whatever it comes out to, have been changing.
But they won't let us play Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, they've been changing the way language is spoken in the Latin community. Like, you know how we have masculine and feminine words within that. Blizzard went and tried to create words that don't exist to take the masculine and feminine out. So like there's a lot of these words that just they don't work. They're not real words. They're completely falsified so that they don't have this masculine feminine. And it's like it gets better because the community is like, hey, these words don't, just change it back. The entire Latin community is like, not a single one of us give a shit about this. And like someone else was like, bro, is that not the whitest thing that a company could do? Full on cultural appropriation and just being like, you will use our words that we think you need to use because we are right about this. And if you say anything about it, you're wrong. And like Blizzard came out and said, like, we're not going to do that. That's gender, like fucking whatever. It's just like, oh my God, dude, who is running this company? And whoever is doing it, I want to give him a fucking beer because you're running it into the ground. Like,
yeah, have a Bud Light.
Yeah, give him a Bud Light. Oh man, it is fucking. It's just so. It hurts. Because like things like Overwatch, I love Overwatch. I really do. I love the game. Yeah. I loved Overwatch the same way I loved WoW, right? Like I don't love it now, but if it was better or changed or back to where it used to be, I would play it again. Maybe. I don't know if I'd give it more money, but I would give it more time. I've had very good times with Overwatch. I love Overwatch. Loved, whatever. I'm Stockholm, baby. I can't get away from it. But then it's like
I deserved it.
Looking around, there's nothing fucking shooty to play, man. Nothing.
GTFO.
GTFO was super fun. But GTFO is like,
yeah, I want PvP.
Yes,
team-based PvP.
Yes,
PvE is kind of.
It's cool. PvE VP.
It's fun for like a silly night, you know.
Yeah, GTFO is cool because it requires teamwork. Lots of teamwork.
Nah, no.
I mean, for you.
Fucking just shine your big ass flashlight and let me fucking run in there.
It's not me. Oh wait, it is me.
That's fucking. Especially because like I just hopped up to try to place a sentry, so I was like bird's eye view on everybody, and it's literally like your character, like biggest flashlight ever, just shining, and you're the one going flashlights, turn it off, and then your guy turns it off. It's not me. Okay, actually, I think it was me.
I definitely fat figured F. Like I wasn't trying. I was trying to strafe over. Oh god, it was too funny. Oh man, yeah, that game is fun. But yeah, I need something arena. I'm almost willing, and I say this, I'm almost willing to install Apex again. I think
Apex.
I think the problem is this
the shooting mechanics and everything of Apex. I love, but that's like my like BR, like battle royale. I kind of want like a multiplayer, you know?
Yeah. I agree with you. I just think
like a team deathmatch.
Yeah, but there's just
like I want Halo to be good.
There's a game out. It's old now. It's very old, but it's called Gunscape. I think it's called Gunscape. I'll have to double check it. It's kind of voxel, not really voxel, but a little bit. It looks more boomer shooter, but the whole game, it's arena shooter or whatever. But every map is a custom built map. Like they have a few, fun. So like you can go in and build your own maps and then have people play them or whatever, and they just join in or whatever it comes out to. You can invite friends into play. So it'd be like, we wanted to do like a Quake 2 night or whatever. That would be dope. But like, I would be down to build a bunch of fucking maps and then play those. And then
all of us just run it with each other.
Exactly. Because then we could just do whatever we wanted at that point. We could play snipes. We could play whatever. We could just set them all up so it's that like deathmatch or team deathmatch.
Just nothing but like fucking peeking snipes at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Have it be like the smallest possible, like to where like if you're perfectly still, you can't shoot from two angles, but everybody's just playing basically like movement chess against each other.
So I don't remember how big the deathmatch groups were. I think there were 6. I built a map where I put basically 6 towers that had the only weapons were snipers in the towers. And so when you loaded in the game, you could go up and run it. And then there was a rocket launcher in the middle of the map. And that was where I put the ammo and the health. And then, so you could do snipes in the towers or whatever. But if you ran out of ammo or you had to defend your own tower, then you had to like leave the tower to go to the middle to try and fuck with people or whatever it came out to. It was just a lot of fun.
We found our game,
bro. I missed my calling. I think I was too young to do WAD map design, but I feel like that would have been, if I realized how to make a Doom 2 WAD, I feel like that's where my life would have ended up. I would have just been doing WADs my entire life.
It's not too late.
I peaked, bro. If it's not fucking something simple and easy, I'm not doing it. I don't have time or the desire.
Gunscape. I
think so.
Oh yeah, this looks like it. Oh, this 100% looks like it.
What's the date of release on that?
2016.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, this looks fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the fact that you can just custom build maps and then just share it with everyone, it's fucking dope.
This is it.
I'll take like a couple days and just build a few maps. I also want to do an arena. Like I want to build another death box like we did in 7 Days to Die.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do another one of those.
Like Alpha 21?
Yeah. Okay. We tried.
We don't need Modern Warfare 3.
We can make our own fun.
Overwatch.
We're gonna start playing solitaire. We can make our own fun. Okay, so I've got a few things I want to talk about. Okay,
Okay.
We skimmed it the last time, and now I'm remembering, and I want to bring it up. You have a new series coming out.
I do.
Okay. Are you excited for your new series?
Yeah.
Really? I'm fucking pumped. I'm pumped.
I'm excited, but you know, like you get hypercritical when you're like editing shit,
100%.
and like I should have it done Saturday, tomorrow. Like Saturday I have the day off, and I'm just gonna be like finishing up like the narration and stuff for it, and then I should have it be able to be uploaded and put out sometime the next week. This weekend we'll drop like the trailer for it.
Yeah, we're gonna drop the trailer this weekend for it.
But, you know, you don't really know until it's like out and it's done.
Sure.
But it is fun because like you like record stuff, and I think I said this on like the one that we did before, but it's like you record and then like you don't want to get too far. You don't want to record too much and have too much to scrub through. So you start going and then like you're editing, and then when you finally come back to it, you're like, I don't even remember where I was in this. Like you kind of feel like you lose your train of thought, and like the game just provides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the little moment where like I'm the only one that's not getting fucking laid here. But yeah, I'm excited, but you know, just like a little apprehensive that it's not going to be everything that my mind wants it to translate into.
Very true. I'm excited because like this will be your first big production outside of like the Magic one, right? But this is like you actually like have done a game and like doing all this stuff, and like I'm just like the trailer first off is amazing. I love the trailer. The intro, I have since watching the intro, I have never not wanted to watch something in my entire life. Like I've just been sitting waiting for this thing to drop. I'm so pumped. So
yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
I just, you know,
you're your own worst critic. I play
it out in my head. Yeah, I play it out in your head, and like you know exactly how it should be in your head, and then when you actually get to the clips and everything, you're like, man, why doesn't this play just like a little better?
Yep.
But
I'm at that point with a lot of my videos. I just I can't stand them.
I will say this is the first time that like before I probably have 2 terabytes of like recorded gameplay, but it's like you record it without a purpose almost, hoping that the content comes to you. And like sometimes you'll get like clips and stuff like that, but this actually having like, oh, this is what I'm getting out of this video, made it a lot easier to kind of bring something to life. When you said, do you need 6 or like 5 6-minute segments to make it work? Like that changed everything on how I looked at it. Now it's like the perspective coming into it has been like the learning curve. Right. But I think I'm coming out of it.
I'm pumped. I'm so excited for it. I'm so fucking excited for it. So maybe by next week we'll have it. Oh, fuck. Yes. Okay. And then the next thing I want to talk about is, when are we going to announce the merch store?
Sounds like we did.
No, hold on. We're still in the planning process.
Are you gonna bleep that if we decide we're not gonna do it?
No, we're just gonna tease.
Should we hold off cliffhanger for next week? Yeah, so we're not gonna tell them that it's a merch store.
No merch store. Yeah,
and we're just gonna bleep all of that.
Well, like there's already bleep. Yeah, exactly. Bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I can.
It can be live.
You wanted to? Well, I mean, like I said, because of the next,
we already have orders.
We already have orders coming in, so that'd be super dope. So
we've already done
orders.
$700 worth of sales.
So okay, so we did the testing. We made sure it works. We're doing a merch store, and so you don't have to buy anything. We're not asking you to, but I think from here on out, maybe not on this video because we'll make it live. I want to be a little bit better, but starting in the next couple of weeks, we'll start introducing our merch store into maybe our videos. I'll put together like a trailer or something that we can put in the beginning or the end of a fucking video. I don't know. Something we can throw together. I just want to start seeing what happens with it. And then what this also does is we are looking for some recommendations, what you guys would like to see on the store, what else we want to change, because that's our bigger thing. It's like we're putting.
God. If you're a girl, could you just tell me what the fuck you want? Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. So look. We thought we knew fashion. We don't know.
The worst day of my life.
Holy shit. We're just awful.
I'll make a banger bro shirt, dude. I will make a banger bro shirt. Girls. I don't know.
We got so much. Ew, it's too girly. It's like, well, what do you want?
What? What do you want?
But I mean, honestly, at that point, like, yeah, give us some feedback, some recommendations, see whatever you'd want. I think Mike said he wanted a bandana. But I was like, okay. And then I kind of talked to him about it, and he was like, well, yeah, but it's got to be a fucking specific type of bandana. All right, Mike. I don't know what I can do for you here, but we're working with limited funds and limited stock.
Let me go on Google Translate and figure out how to type whatever you're saying into Chinese, and then I'll ask the people that make all this stuff for us.
The children.
One thing with the merch store, I have found that certain products do run a little smaller. Those products aren't on the store yet, but there will be disclaimers, so please read the product description in case there's stuff like that. And if you do order stuff, it's not like we bought a stockpile and we ship it out. It is print on demand, and so sometimes things come earlier, sometimes things come later. It just kind of depends on shipping and stuff like that. It is something I would like to stress, because watching Trojans like shipping time, I'm like, fuck, come on.
We also
gives me anxiety.
He ordered a lot though, too, right?
Yeah, he ordered like 10 shirts.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's all there. And it all goes.
If you'd like to support the channel,
little things like that.
By all means,
we're getting to the point of
feels great. You get something, we get something, and we're gonna use the money that comes from this to just back into the channel.
Yeah,
where it's going to be towards like giveaways and stuff like that. It'll help fund like the giveaways on like our live episodes.
We're not trying to profit on any of the stuff outside of just the channel.
Especially the profit margins that we have. It's like we're not
making any money.
A lot.
No.
But if we sell it up, we'll be able to give away a free shirt.
I mean, and that's a cool thing about it, is that all this is just so people can run around with our shit. And then whatever little things we do, we just put it out on the channel. It's like,
we want you to look cool, and we want your friends to be like, hey, what's that on your shirt?
Yeah.
And then maybe we introduce a new person to the cult, and they get to drink Kool-Aid with us.
Yeah. We are growing too. The channel is getting pretty big. I think we're almost close to 200 subscribers. Like nice. we're doing good. We're moving. I mean, it's not
snowballs are moving. All we need you guys to do is take your grandmother's phone. She doesn't even know how to use it. She doesn't even know what a YouTube is. Just take that, subscribe, set up an account for her, subscribe. You can mute the notifications. We prefer them to be on. I don't know if that helps our analytics, but like just subscribe. You know?
Just give us some love.
Get us to what do we need? 1,000 subscribers?
Yeah, it's a far fucking problem.
We need 1,000. Just hit that fucking button. If you've made it this far into this video and to our like historically speaking less viewed videos.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite part,
we plead for the subs on the ones that nobody's watching.
Well, and that's another thing I was wondering, like, and we kind of want to spitball it outside of it, is like, do we actually, because I don't like doing that where it's like, comment and subscribe please, but like, do you start adding that into the video? Do you remind people? Because it's like a few things that we've put on the channel have not blown up, but they have been seen by a lot of people. And I'm like, well, 500 of you motherfuckers hit subscribe. Like, we'd be 500 people deeper. You know what I mean? But it's like, you kind of take and give. I
don't know.
I also feel like
times where like I've watched somebody's stuff enough. Like it's like, I'm like, am I subscribed to this person? I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But their stuff keeps like popping up and I keep watching it.
Yeah.
And then something happens. And sure enough, that's the moment they're like, by the way, if this makes you giggle even like a little bit, like consider dropping a like or subscribe. And I'm like, you got me.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to.
It's
change, sir.
It's also one of those things where it's like,
could you spare a subscribe for a lowly YouTube channel?
Every time I hear it when I'm watching YouTube, someone's like, hey guys, all right, we're going to go through the Let's Play. Anyway, by the way, like, comment, like, you motherfucker, just play. And then I'm like,
that shit makes me roll my eyes and just fucking, but like when they drop it on you tastefully, like, by the way, if that made you laugh, why don't you go ahead and like click that subscribe button, stuff like that.
Well, tastefully at the very end of it, please.
Yeah,
please hit that.
This is my girlfriend's feet peeling a plantain. If that turns you on, I'll put it on the end of every video if you just fucking subscribe to this.
It's just you crying videotaping.
Shut up and do it for the subs.
All right, we've derailed. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
look,
let's wrap this up.
Recording's done.
I was gonna say it's still going.
Yeah, look at us. We fucking made it. All right, guys.
All right. Fucking like and subscribe, you motherfuckers.
Bye-bye.